Let's fucking go! Come get some! That's what I thought. Oh shit. It's too much. It's too much for them. Oh shit. Oh, look at all those freaking body parts. Let's go. I got you. You can't. You got nothing on me. You got nothing. I'll take that hit and I'll keep going. One left. Dunzo Palunzo. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. They shoot fireballs at me? Oh shit. Ooh, you dead. Ooh, shit. They just all explode. Oh, we got a little guy, little exile trying to step up. $34, we're good to go. Let's get the heck out of here. shit. Oh. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come on. Ooh. They did not know what was going on. I can't fucking hit these shards. I'm out of mana. I got no problem with you getting stronger. I still got enough to kick your ass. Oh shit. He's dead. Dang. 21 left. We're good to go. Whew. Aw. He left the guild. Probably got kicked out, that's why. Ooh, that was good. That was nice. This is almost just too easy. Get off him! Get off of him! Oh, snap. Ooh. Oh. And they all fall down. Oops. You're dead. Bye-bye. And I got a level. How nice. No, stop. Go here. Exit out. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. I want to go. Not this one, no. This one.
A whole lot of fixes. Look like some bug fixes and stuff. Which is
Hello,
nice.
Rayu or Fist.
How's it going? How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing alright. I gotta get off here soon just 'cause it's been a long night for me, but we did get our member slots thanks to uh, a lot of people and then a big donation from, oh wow, I suck with names. Give me a second though.
It's okay.
Die.
He's not important, right?
But we got our member slots and we still have 7 left, so like I said, if you guys got any friends that want to join or know anybody that was thinking about joining, let me know, and I can toss them an invite before we get full again. Um, my biggest thing is if people got a friend that they want to join with them, I'd rather get that over with before inviting some more. I don't want to say random because I mean that's not what we base it off, but it is one of those. If you got a friend that wants to join, I'm gonna get them in first.
That's nice of you. Thank you. But you should know that none of us have friends who play this game.
I mean, y'all can say that I got a friends list of
I'm just messing.
that ain't in the guild of like 30 people.
What's a friend?
Exactly.
That's just what the game calls me.
I mean, if we had friends, would we be playing Path of Exile?
Yeah,
I thought you
I don't
guys were
know.
my friends.
You thought wrong.
Why you gonna do me like that?
Biggest mistake of your life.
So who is it that ripped today in hardcore?
Who isn't? Who doesn't?
Somebody, no, somebody died today in hardcore.
You talk about like a name, like somebody who's supposed to be
It's
good at the
somebody in our
game.
guild.
Oh,
Somebody in our guild died in hardcore today. That's been doing pretty good. Gladiator, I think, is who it was. Or not Gladiator, but wow, I can't think of the name.
what constitutes as being good in hardcore?
Not dying, I
Not
guess.
dying.
Like, I mean, I can not die up until like level 80, but
Not dying. Hey, I got a quick new question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is this? So I got my hideout open finally,
Yep.
and I can like invite people to my hideout. I guess these guys.
Grant, Grant's edgy spirits is who died today.
you talking about the masters?
Yeah, the masters. Thank you.
Yeah, when you first get a hideout, you can only invite up to 3 masters. So you might want to invite the master who you started the hideout with, so you can expand later. Once you get your hideout to like level 6, as well as the masters inside your hideout to level 6, you can expand it to a bigger hideout, and you can get up to 5.
5. Level 5 is when it expands.
Level 5.
It expands at 5 and 7, I think. Or it might not expand at 7, but that's when you can invite more. It
No,
does expand at 5.
you are correct. At 7, it does expand again.
How do you level it? I guess because you can invite them in, and then you just level them by doing quests. I noticed in the different levels.
They give you the option to do daily quests when you talk to them, and that's your
But
biggest chunk of XP.
so here's the deal. If you pick a hideout where you like the colors or designs of the hideout how it is, that's the master. Even if you don't like the master's missions, as a master you're gonna have to get up to 7, and it kind of sucks. But and so if you make your hideout with the same master, um, so once you get it to 5, if you want to expand it, if it's with the same master, it will keep all your items in there. If it's not the same master, you have to go replace them all, set everything back down.
Oh, okay. Well then,
But I definitely recommend inviting masters and then dismissing them from your hideout, inviting the rest of them so that you can get all the little crafting benches, and then leveling all your masters because you're gonna need it.
so if I took okay, so I there's different hideouts. Like they look different.
Yeah,
Yes, depending on the master that you choose.
Okay, so I must have fucked that up. I just grabbed a guy earlier, and I didn't even realize what I did. I guess.
each master gives you the option of creating a hideout with them, depending on what
Can
level
I
they are.
can I dismiss them and then like
Yes,
recreate
but
them?
Go to a different master and click create hideout if you want
Oh,
to make it with somebody else
I
with
before
see.
you start placing everything.
just a heads up, if you dismiss them, the XP that they have will go away.
Oh, really? So like they're only level 3 right now, so that's probably the best idea right now.
Correct.
Right now would be the best ideal for you to pick a master. They have to be level 3 to start the hideout, but if you do it later, you might regret your choices when you're, you know, when they're level 6, almost leveled, and you accidentally dismiss them and you lose all their XP. It sucks.
Is there? All right. So is there any type of which mask does it matter, or is it just
Not
available?
really. It's just which one you prefer, like what hideout you prefer that's more aesthetically pleasing to you.
Okay, so I could probably look that shit up online. Let me go look.
I mean, you can create. Never mind. If your masters aren't level 3, you can't really just create one with each one.
Yeah, they're all level 3.
Yeah, just go to each and hey, create hideout. Hey, create hideout. You don't have to accept the hideout until you accept the hideout. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I found a YouTube video that shows all the hideouts. So I guess I'll just look at them and see.
I like Haku's. He's got that little beachfront.
Ooh, a beach? Oh my gosh.
I like Haku's, but I hate Haku's, so
Me too. Same.
that's why I don't use them. Just because I'm not gonna lie, out of any masters whose mission I skip most is Haku.
Same here.
I can't be bothered to run down in a hole and chase down some spirit and then get wrecked by some stupid mob. Now the master that I do most is, I try to do Varici. I always do Vegan and always do Tora because Tora gives, it's always rare and magic monsters in there. So extra XP. I always jump in if it's the tunnels. Or when she has you go down the staircase and fight the den, whatever you want to call it.
Haha, it's actually funny. I kind of like this one more than all of them.
Which one?
Enlightened Elrond.
Oh yeah.
Elrond's is nice.
I really like this one. That's the one I accidentally chose, I guess. The rest of them are like weird outside. All right. Guess that means I can keep that mother. Cool. All right. That works for me. X3.
Ooh.
Crap. Oh. Is each master in like each different level? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So you have 2 on first act, 2 on the second act, and then another 2 on the third act. And then Xana has her own once you have her unlocked.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't. I got Varici.
Varici and Vegan should be at the Sarn encampment.
I got Tora. Yeah, I got Tora.
Katarina are in the.
Got her.
Elrond and Haku are in Act 1 Lionel's Watch.
I think I have both of those.
Zano, you'll have to go to.
The library?
You'll have to go to the. No, it is in what? The epilogue now. It might be at the library, but it's at the epilogue, and you have to go into the little second part of the map and find her.
Okay, I have Haku, but I don't have anybody. I don't have the other guy.
Elrond? How'd you create a hideout with him though? If he's in your hideout, he won't be in Act 1 anymore.
The town. If they're in your hideout, they won't be in town.
Oh, okay. Is that why? All right, yeah. Then he's in my hideout. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. That's where the other chick is too, because she's in my hideout as well. Yeah, yeah. All right, makes sense. Cool. Lovely. So in that Act 4, is there any more gem places to buy more of the seal gems?
Yes.
Act 6.
Oh, Act 6. There's more Act
There's one in Act 3, the library, and then there's Act 6 is gonna be the main shop.
Lily, once you do Lily's mission,
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought 4 was it. I thought that was the 4th act. That was it.
Nope, 10 acts now.
Shit. All right.
where were you at, man?
Sorry, were you asking me?
No, there's a rhetorical question.
But I'm off for the night, guys. I will catch y'all tomorrow.
Later.
You have a good night, man.
How the hell did I get out of here?
But yeah, like I said, if y'all find a somebody you want to join, leave me or Kev a message on Discord or Oz, or if I don't think he's in the Discord yet, but it'll either be Eric or Balam or Mimi or Wander, something like that. Or you can hit S, hit Guild, and he'll be the bottom of the 3 officers.
Anybody
But
got? Nice. Anybody got a level 38 that wants to play?
38.
Yeah, I got low. I'm new to the game though.
Oh, you're good, man. 38's pretty good.
I was just playing over the weekend a little bit. Didn't get a chance to like play a lot. Is it better to like just run through the levels and like totally not even fight
Yeah,
shit?
like 95% of the monsters, you might as well just skip.
'Cause I'm just like destroying these people like they're nothing.
Are you following a build, or you have a build in mind? Because you're gonna.
It is. I have a. I think it was the I forgot what it's called.
Because you want to basically make sure what you're doing. Just don't do it, because you're gonna get to a certain level and you're just gonna hit a wall and you realize, oh, I can't go any further.
Yeah, I'm following a specific build. I don't remember what it was called though.
That's good, but yeah, 95% of the monsters you might as well just skip. Big, I guess you want to kill big groups of monsters, as well as the blue guys. Most rare monsters, as well as bosses. If you can skip them, because it just takes too long. It takes too long to kill them.
Oh, really? I'm doing pretty good, I think, at killing this stuff. I have a Sunder.
No.
Right now.
It's not about killing them, because a lot of them you can kill. It's just about if it takes longer than a few seconds to kill them, it's kind of pointless.
Okay, yeah, definitely takes more than a few seconds. But
Unless you really want. I'm not telling you you really have to do it. It's just it's more beneficial to skip and kill the quicker monsters.
because that's what I was kind of doing before. I was like just running through and finishing the acts and rushing them.
Mm-hmm.
It's driving me crazy. I can't remember what that skill name is called.
Is
I'm a duelist. Making a. It's that green skill that hits really fast.
Dual strike?
Is it No, not dual strike.
Double
It's
strike?
like nope. Ah, fuck. I have to go look now. It's driving me nuts.
What does it like kind of look like?
Flicker strike? What? I'm joking.
Yeah, flicker strike is one.
Nope.
Cyclone.
Nope. Blade Fury. Thank you. Blade Flurry.
Blade flurry. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can even unlock that skill yet, right? That's like a
No, it's level
product.
28. Do you have it?
No.
Because I got one, or I can get you one if you want.
It's level 28. Why am I not finding it? This build guide I've been using has been Blade Flurry League Starter. Yeah, that's what I. But their starter says use Sunder for like your entire leveling almost.
It must mean that Blade flurry doesn't kind of pick up until later then.
Yeah, because I got Sunder, and it's been the best skill I've had on so far.
Sunder's pretty. It's very meta right now. Bleed
It feels
Sunder.
like way OP. Like it just compared to the other skills, it's just destroying everything.
Are you Blade flurry bleed?
This one's called the Bringer of Blade Flurry Leech build.
Each.
Here, I'll just link it. How about that? This is the one I'm following. Or not? Can I not link it here?
What's your character's name in game? Tempest.
This character is called Tempest, 2 E's and those 2 I's. What the hell? Scroll of wisdom. What a waste of time.
Yeah, that dude was probably a bot. Or, yeah, he was probably a bot. Team pissed. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's me. I had a character name from the very beginning because it was in beta,
Mm-hmm.
and I deleted her and tried to remake her so I could have the same name, and it wouldn't let me. I was pissed.
What was it saying? That character name is
It is taken, and I was like,
waited too long, man.
deleted it. I literally deleted it and then picked it up instantly. Tried to pick it up instantly, it was gone. And I'm like,
It,
I don't think it deleted from server yet.
so did you try and wait a little bit and make it again?
Yeah, I tried like an hour, and then I tried like a couple days. It's not working.
Send what is it, a tech support, an email, and see if they, because it might just be on a separate server, all the beta stuff.
Maybe, could be. Weird. What the hell? Oh, I gotta go back to the hideout? Oh, I'm stupid. Shit. Crap. I found a portal gem the other day.
That's cool.
I heard those were pretty rare. So that's cool.
Yeah, sucks that they're only about 2 to 3 chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it so much. I'm like, I'm gonna keep that damn thing because it just makes
It's
life like.
it's super useful, but the problem is if you're if you're fighting, since have you used it yet?
Yeah.
It's such a long cast time to use it. You get interrupted if you get hit. So trying to cast it or use a portal in the middle of a fight, kind of screwed.
Yeah, I never use it during fights. I've been using it a lot to like just pick up and sell loot real quick and come back without burning scrolls. Just kind of how I've been using it. It's been pretty cool.
I keep a couple scrolls on hand just in case.
There we go. Okay, let's see here. You said that skill was level 12?
28 Blade Flurry.
28. So is that Act 3?
Yeah, you should.
That's probably why.
Once you kill General whatever Grievous for a check in Sarnacamet, it becomes available. But if you want it, I do have one on me. If you want to give it a try.
Yeah, for sure. If I can purchase it, I wanted to see where I missed
You don't need to purchase it from me. It's all yours.
Cool.
Or I mean, if you want to purchase it from me, it's like 10x. You got that right?
Sure. Cyclone.
I'm gonna invite you to party.
Oh, Blade Flurry. That's why I never got it. Requires a buttload of intellect.
Now, if you right click on my name and it should come up with visit hideout, you're welcome to just come to my hideout if you want.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Sweet. Oh, that's cool. I can even talk to your guys.
Yeah, you can't really do anything with them. Oh, I think you could sell to them.
I can sell to them and talk to them. That's pretty cool. They're like, shut up, I don't like you.
No, you're good.
That's pretty cool. Give me your stash. Oh, I can even use your stash to look at my stash. That's
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Missing any gear? Or you want any gear?
Ah, I've just kind of been playing through, just picking up crap.
I don't know what I have that you can use.
Probably nothing.
I got good low level stuff, but that's kind of for leveling me also.
Don't worry about it too much. I'm not too worried about it.
You got potions? You got pots?
Yeah, I got. Well, let's see. This is what I got for potions. I think that's all. Or I can only link 4 things at once. Is that what the problem is?
I think you can link more, like a ton of
Oh no,
stuff.
they all linked. Okay, cool.
Uh,
Yeah, this skill requires 29 intelligence. That's why I never took it. That's probably the problem. So intelligence. Get rid of that amulet. Do I have an intel amulet? I have a mana regen. I can search, can't I? There it is. I love this searching shit. It's pretty cool.
it
Alright,
never
cool.
never used to be there. It wasn't always there.
It's kind of cool. Like, I came from Diablo 3. And I freaking hate that I couldn't search for things. And this is pretty cool.
I was a pretty big Diablo 3 player too. Diablo 3, Diablo 2. I'll give you some of these good ones.
What just happened? Whoopsie.
If you're busy, I mean, you don't have to stay there. But I don't want to give you too much because I don't know how many tabs you have.
I have 4 empty tabs. Oh snap! Cool.
Dang, you need a weapon upgrade.
Yeah, I haven't been very lucky with weapons. It sucks. I was like, wah wah. Oh shit.
How do you fare? What do you want to use some hand to hand? You got high intelligence, so I don't think you can even use them.
I don't think I can either. I think this build goes more towards. I can't really tell. I'm not really. I don't really know what I'm looking at in this build. So the gear is showing is for Hellion's Paw, Bringer of Rain, Claw. So it looks like claws this guy's using in this build.
That's what I'm using with mine. So
Phaser. Because that's the thing, I didn't know what to put on, so I put a lot of this gear on that, and that needs a lot of dex. So I think I'm stacking dex right now.
you want to use this? I wouldn't mind getting it back from you when you're done, but I'm not using it.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll give it back to you.
If not, no big deal. It's only like 10C. It's like super helpful having those 6 white slots because you can kind of mess around with your skill gem and get it to where you.
What is white sockets? Does that mean any color can go in it?
Correct.
Oh, that's pretty wicked.
See, do you want to? I guess you can use this if you want.
All right, I'll try that on.
Look, but it does look terrible.
Wow. I need to buy a vanishing die now.
Vanishing die, or if you got some MTX, like the chest piece I'm wearing is a microtransaction, so.
What build are you running?
I'm not following a guide right now. It is a duelist gladiator bleed block spectral throw.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
I've been
I haven't seen that skill yet.
Been wanting to swap out the bloods. That's actually with the microtransaction surf and whatever.
Oh, it's an effect for spectral throw. Gotcha.
Yeah, because it looks completely. That's it. I hate.
Wow, it looks ugly. I like the other one. Pretty cool.
Last league during the Legacy League, Hawa, Hand of Wisdom in action. Hawa Spectral Throw is it still is a big meta. That's what I ended up running. And it looked like you. Go for it.
I was playing with it the other day and I hated it. I was like, oh, it's so ugly.
If I guess without the MTX, it looks like you're throwing cows. I'm going to trade you a helmet really quick if you want. See if that helps you out.
28 dex, cool. Did I add you as a friend? Let me add you so I don't forget to give your shit back. God. Dude, I was playing with one of my buddies and he got, I guess, one of these orange, what are they called? Are they legendaries in this game?
Uniques?
Uniques, sorry, yeah. So he got a unique, didn't show it to anybody, and he sold it. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Don't feel bad because uniques are pretty common. They're not.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I was like, no. Damn, that's a pretty kick-ass helmet. They're being pretty loud back there, so.
It's all good.
I don't even know what to link with this blade flirt.
Well, Blade Flurry's tooltip is kind of weird. It doesn't actually show the tooltip like max DPS basically. It's like a Blade Flurry. You use it and it has stages basically, and each stage the DPS gets more and more. It's like a what is that called?
Like stacks as it
Correct.
goes.
So when you see the DPS, you see your tooltip DPS. It's going to say like maybe 100 or something.
Yeah, I kind of see that. It says it stacks 20% more. I've seen people use it in builds online. Okay, so faster attack support. I'm gonna put with it.
Do you
I've
have?
never been able to link 6 items. That's gonna be fucking cool.
The more things you link to an item, the more mana it costs. If you look at any sort of support gem, it says mana multiplier under it. That will multiply the cost of your skill gem. So
I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool.
So you have a faster attacks. Oops. Yeah, faster attacks.
Well, as soon as I remove my Dex necklace, I can't use half my gym.
Shit.
Oh, that sucks. Is there a ring that has? Maybe there's a ring I have in my stash. Let me see. Mana, I don't know.
That'll help you out. Oh, this will help you out.
One slot support. Straight blood rage. Yeah, I spun a blood rage the other night, and I almost died. I was dying. I was like, "What's going on?"
This might
Figured it out real quick.
help you. Oh, you're 35? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Sweet. Heck yeah, that made them all come alive. Look at that.
Elrond, once you get him to level 4, he sells a specific attribute or modifier on items. It's that the negative mana. Those are pretty nice to keep. And you can re-roll the ring or necklace or whatever, but it gets rid of it. So finding a good one are kind of sought after.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
I don't know what to link with this spell.
Well,
How do you cast when you're in town like this?
You can attack right now. This is not considered town.
How do you? It doesn't let me.
Is it great?
Oh, I bet you it's because this.
The weapons you're using.
Weapon. One-handed sword, claw. Oh.
Yeah, you probably could use this then.
Oh. It's because I was using Sunder. That's why. That works. Cool. That there. I think I have. Let me see. I think I have a claw. Maybe a blade. I got a decent glass shank. It's not bad. Damn. I knew I was supposed to be keeping claws. I found a bunch of decent ones. They're just yellows. I don't know if they're decent, but they were claws with decent links.
I got a few items that'll help you out.
Do I need to have one to make that skill work? Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Let me see here. Gotcha. That's cool. That's the skill. Let me put all this stuff in my other before I lose it. Currency. I bought one of those currency tabs. It's totally worth it.
Yep. Premium tag too if you ever get the chance for when you want to sell stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of putting everything I think is okay aside, but I don't. I don't think anything's good that I got. The only thing I got that's like anything is this, but I don't think
Nah,
it's not
it's
good. Garbage, right?
it's not garbage, but it's very specific in who would want that. And at this point, I don't think anybody really want it. Here you go.
Well, that's from being new to the game. I don't know anything about all the stuff, so it's like, I don't know. Cool.
I'm gonna get you some items too. That'll link with it.
Consecrated effect. This is stuff I haven't seen before. Fire damage support.
No,
No, what'd you do?
I think my game's crashed. Oh, okay. My game was crashing. It looked like.
Dude, I was crashing a lot the other day in party for some reason.
When you party up with someone, you got to keep an eye out on the server you go to. Do you know how to see what server you're in?
Tab, right?
Tab, and then that little orange box shows where you're playing at. If you party with someone who's like over in the Philippines, your connection's going to kind of suffer for it.
No, we were all here because I was with my brother and stuff.
Dang.
Every time we hit one of those blue Spectral guys that drop I don't know.
Harbingers?
Is that what it is? Yeah, they have the weird nameplates and you can't hit them. You have to hit the monsters, I guess.
The thing with them is that everybody's been having problems with them. When you go,
really? Okay.
The way that this game does monsters is when you go into a level, they don't all preload, which is a big problem. They're not all preloaded. So when you go and fight a monster pack, they load right then and there. So you get this huge influx of lag, and that's what actually causes a lot of people to die. It's kind of...
we were getting full game crashes. Just like, bing, crash. I'm like, oh, okay.
Because it happens to everybody, so...
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Because I was searching online and I didn't see anything, and I'm like, really? Like, nobody has this effing problem? And we just thought it was us. And then you like log right back in. You're like, you go back at the height or wherever you're back at your waypoint, and you just go back in. Everything's still dead. I'm like, okay. This is weird. 30% increased area effect.
This is all you really want, all you really need, honestly. I guess main.
I think I have a MAME gem already.
Well, now you'll have two.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
That melee physical damage support really works with it. Works well with it. But if you're going to have added fire, then you want increased elemental damage. Here's the last one. I'll trade you.
Nice. So link all these up, or
link what you want, link what feels good, link what works mana wise. It's all you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll play around with them and see what happens.
Area of effect, increased area effect is one way to increase the distance of blade flurry. There's not too much else out there that will. If you do decreased area of effect, it kind of
Increased area of effect? Can I? I don't think I can. Can I buy that?
You should have it. I gave you one.
Oh. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Sorry, I'm not familiar with all these skills.
You are good. Don't worry about it.
How do you guys put on aura? Is that an aura or the
what?
Thing that's going around you right now? Oh,
yeah, haste aura, and curse, basically.
Curse? Oh, yeah, curse. I haven't figured all that crap out yet.
Curse is basically if you link them with blasphemy, it causes them to turn into an aura.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's really nice if you just want to have it on. I got that with projectile weakness. So if I don't have blasphemy linked with projectile weakness, I can. It's like a regular skill. I can use it over and whatever, or I can use it as an ability as opposed to just, so that's all it does.
Yeah.
But if I do that, then I can just leave
So
it
you
on.
link that? You can link that with the rest of them? Is that how you do it?
What do you mean? So basically, I'll do it like this. Boom, with this one. That creates projectile weakness to go from just a regular cast cursed into an aura I can just leave on.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. So you link those two, and it'll become an aura. Got it.
Correct. And then with Enlighten, the higher the level Enlighten, the less mana reserve that it costs.
Oh, that's cool. Corrupted. What's corrupted? I got a couple of those gems. I just didn't know what they did.
Corrupted is basically, you can either find it corrupted depending on where you go, but corruption basically means it cannot be upgraded by the use of gem cutter prisms. The quality cannot be increased. You can't really do anything with it except level it. It's corrupted.
Gotcha.
There's a benefit to corrupting items. You can corrupt items using Val Orbs, and it does one of four things. It'll either increase the level by 1 or decrease the level by 1. So if you're at the max level of a gem and you use it, you can get above the max level, which is level 20.
Oh.
It can increase or decrease the quality by 3. It can cause a gem. If you do a skill gem, there's Val. What is that called? A Val counterparts to the gem, like Val Burning Arrow. You can corrupt a gem. So Burning Arrow, Val Burning Arrow. If I use a Val Orb on the regular Burning Arrow, it has a chance to go into its corrupted Val counterpart, which is basically a completely different skill.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But there's very few Val gems. It's honestly better just to go buy it because the Val Burning Arrow costs maybe an alt orb, if that.
Gotcha.
But some of them, like Val Haste. Val Haste is like, at the beginning of leagues, it generally starts around 10C.
So that's a better one. That's cool. Oh, wow. That's a shit ton of haste.
But the Val Haste compared to Haste in general is Val Haste, you have to kill a bunch of creatures to get the souls to use it, and it lasts for a duration of time. Haste itself, you just turn it on, forget about it, basically.
Right. What
But
level's haste? I can't get that yet, right?
Haste is level 28, actually. I think you should be able to have it.
I must not have seen the right vendors for these spells.
Some vendors, it's 24. Not all characters are able to get certain skill gems based on who you pick. If you want one, I got plenty.
Cool, yeah, you wouldn't mind, thanks. Yep, I don't have that for sure. I haven't seen it before. Yeah, so that was the other thing. I did make a ranger that I did get different. I was getting a lot of different skills, so I wouldn't have. What was it? Aura spell AoE says you equip it and it'll just stay running.
If you turn it on.
So you just link it. And, oh yeah, look at that.
Oop. This one is like one of my favorites. Clarity.
Ooh, snap. Regenerate. Oh my god, my wife's being so loud.
You're good, man.
Dude, that's awesome. Just run that. Oh god. I didn't notice that. Auras take away like my
Yep.
mana reserves. I see.
They cause it reserves a chunk of your mana.
Space to keep it running all the time. That's kind of cool, other than just twiddling down your mana pool where you have to regenerate it. That's pretty neat.
These are called Herald gems.
So much crap to this game, I swear to god.
Yeah.
Cast AoE duration lightning herald. Oh, okay. I think I saw some of these on my ranger. I was getting them, but my ranger sucked. They do the same thing though, right? I think they like.
Somewhat. They do reserve a chunk of MP, but they don't work on other people. If you're in a party, they're strictly self affecting. But Herald of Ice and Herald of Fire are the two best ones currently. Herald of Thunder it's okay because of a lot of people like to link Herald of Ice with cast or curse on hit. And what it does is basically when Herald of Ice, when you kill a monster with Herald of Ice, if it is frozen and you kill it, it causes it to shatter and hit surrounding creatures.
Right.
Herald of Fire, they kind of changed it a little bit. You get an additional 15% of your fizz damage converted to fire, and then it causes burning based on the amount of damage done to it or done to the monster. Base duration is 4 seconds. Blah, blah, blah. It used to basically you would kill a monster pre 3.0, and the amount of life left or the amount of overkill that you killed the monster with would be the burn damage that it would take, as opposed to having a set amount on it.
Oh wow.
It was abused.
Crazy, like. Oh my god. Can imagine. It's pretty cool. Damage on full life support. Put all these in here. Mess with these later as I play. Crap. Cold damage. Freaking cool, man. I can't wait to go pummel some stuff with this stuff. Do gems matter what weapon they're in? Will it affect them? Like their damage output?
What weapon they're in or what?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
Gems, you don't have to put into a weapon to use them. Certain gems do require specific weapons to use, but all gems use the weapons that you're equipped with, basically, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. I wasn't sure if there was any like reason to put them in a different spot for any particular reason.
That is more so when you go to like cast when damage taken gems, or like this one. Let me just send you a message. Whisper.
Yeah, just whisper.
Cast when damage support taken. That one it depends on where it's at. If you have multiple of those gems on your character, like you're in your main hand first weapon, and then you have another one in your boots, the one in your main hand first weapon will trigger first prior to the one in your boots trigger first. So having a sequential order is quite important when it comes to which one will trigger first. Because I usually do that with Immortal Call. That's going to help you survive fizz damage, so I want that one linked first as opposed to having maybe a Summon Stone Golem. I don't care about having a Summon Stone Golem first as opposed to an Immortal Call. I would prefer to live rather than having a little pet.
Right. Oh, that's pretty cool. So like, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
To like freaking link together in this game. It makes it awesome. Well, all right, I'm gonna go pummel stuff with my new gems that you let me borrow.
Those gems are yours. You don't have to give them back.
All right. I'll pay you back one day.
Nah, you don't have to worry about it, man. You're all good. I appreciate it, but no worries.
I have a chaos.
You keep it and you go buy yourself something nice.
Woo! Buy me a new pair of shoes.
There you go, man.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go try to finish this act.
Have you messed around with Potrade yet?
No, I've not messed with any of that jazz yet.
Well, Potrade's pretty cool.
Kind of been keeping everything, like hoarding it all.
But it's also kind of, you're gonna hate it too. It's a love-hate relationship.
Is that the one that everybody's like buying and selling on? You have to have your tab so you can.
You don't have to have a tab, but yeah, you can do it via forums, the Po website forums. But it's a pain in the ass without the tabs.
Oh my gosh. would be time for that soon enough. Well, I appreciate all the help, man.
You got it, man. You can the Val gems. You can corrupt the Val orbs. You can corrupt just about anything in the game except for flasks. Like depending on what you corrupt, depending on what you corrupt, it depends on what the outcome can be. Like if you corrupt some boots or something, you can get specific implicits that will cause your skill gems to go up by 1, or it'll give you an additional frenzy charge or something. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And depending on what you corrupt and what you can get some very expensive gear that people really want.
Wow, this is retarded. I need more mana, bro. I gotta take off some of these silvers.
Do you have that neck piece on with the -8 mana cost?
Yeah, but I just have.
Still?
I think I have like 90% of my bars taken up with those auras I put on.
Oh,
That's what the problem is. Look, my mana bar, let me see. 368, I have 136. 136. Just running too many of these auras. Cast increase the movement speed, attack speed. I'll get rid of the 4 mana per second. Oh wow, I didn't really do a whole lot of it. Dang, that haste one really takes up some freaking aura.
50%?
I don't have a big mana pool yet. I think it's the problem, right?
I mean, it's a consistent 50%. So if you have 1,000 or 100 mana, half still, but yeah, your mana pool is.
Oh wow, yeah, it's dramatically different now. It's like it's a whole different skill now. Wow, that's crazy. Alright. Let's try that out. Much faster. Mine goal too. Sweet.
You are dead.
I didn't die yet.
No, not you. This
Me?
boss.
Does everybody play like solo all the time? Is that
I mean, this is a heavily solo game, but you don't really have to play solo. The problem is, the more people in your party, the harder the game is, and it gets like near impossible. And a lot of the times, you don't really gear yourself for poor party orientation, if that makes sense.
right? That's kinda cool. This wasn't sure because I noticed a lot of people are like they don't group up a whole lot.
And if you party with people who you don't know, like you want to have people you really you kind of know really well, or not, who won't screw you over in the end, because if something good drops, like a mirror or maybe some really top quality item, they can just pick it up and screw you, man, I'm done.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't like to pick up the loot system kind of.
You can change it if you go into your options and UI. All the way at the bottom it says default loot allocation. You can do a free-for-all, short allocation, or permanent allocation. Short means whoever the item drops for, it'll stay theirs for maybe 4 seconds at the most. Perm is just permanently there. Free-for-all, it's anybody's. It can be anybody, whoever grabs it first. But the problem with that is if you're fighting a bunch of people, you kind of don't want to just pause and then go get the item and then go back to fighting. But some people will, fuck you, I want that item.
That's why I joined you guys. I wanted some people to play with, but it seems like everyone's solo. Okay. But me and my brother play together. We just keep it on free for all and switch loot out. It makes it real easy.
I don't think because you're in a guild, they're like, I don't trust anybody in this game. Like, I suggest you do that too, because this game is path of exile. We are exiles. Basically, we're just a bunch of criminals. If that makes sense.
You criminal.
Pretty much.
Yay, my favorite. A box. I'm gonna open it. It's blue. So much better than Diablo 3. Oh my god.
Oh, I know. I know.
I'm kind of sad that I didn't stay on this game a little bit more when I first tried it out, when it first came out.
It's don't stress yourself, man. I played this beta. I played this game originally beta during beta and a little bit after, and I was like, it's. I would say it's basically a different game now compared to back then.
Yeah, it doesn't remind me anything of what the beta was when I tried it. I was like, eh. So I don't remember it being this good, but I guess they added a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I started another character with my brother the other day. It's a barb, I guess. I want him to go two-handed skills. Because I kind of like the way... Oh shit, now I'm going to do it again. I don't remember what that blade is called. It's the two-handed blade that everybody gets. Two-handed sword, I guess.
Two-handed. Like you do know there's like...
A million of them.
there's like 50 different weapons.
Oh shit, I don't know.
Do you know what it does? Is it unique or...
Star or something? I don't remember.
Oh, Starforge.
Starforge, that's it.
Thing is super expensive, depending on if you...
It looks so cool. I was like, oh, I want one.
Because that thing only drops from the Shaper.
Oh, is it like a...
Shaper
it
is...
only drops from one boss?
Yeah, the Shaper is one of the hardest bosses in the game, depending on your build. Only specific builds can actually run and kill him.
Yeah, I saw people like doing them online. I was like, dude, that's awesome looking sword. I like that armor set, dude. They don't have any armor, right? That gives stats or anything in this game, right? They didn't.
What do you mean? Armor that get...
The shops. It's all...
You can, like, certain, like, they normally sell normal items, but you can find shops, and sometimes you'll find them selling magic or rare, but ultimately...
Oh, I meant like the pay-to-win shop, the pay shop.
No, they don't...
Microtransactions.
That's kind of why I like this game, is because they literally do not sell anything that will give you any sort of benefit in this game. It's all...
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's all cosmetic.
But I guess if you consider the
stats,
the premium tabs and stuff, that kind of gives you an advantage when it comes to selling. So
yeah, that's not expensive. That's yeah. People always cry about it, but I'm like, well, it's not that bad as long as they're not making it like I can buy this item and win the whole game. You know.
Yeah,
That's
it's nothing like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I saw that $500 armor set or whatever. It's like 400. You should get all the other armor sets too, I guess.
I mean, if you got the money, why not?
I was like, that's cool. It looked pretty awesome though. I saw a couple people wearing it. I was like, that's awesome. And they told me where to go look for it. And I was like, yeah, no. I'm like, no, I'm alright.
Yeah, the cheapest Starforge right now is 270 chaos.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, 270 is quite a bit.
You scared me.
How much is 270? Should divide it. It's about 10 exalted orbs.
I don't know what a lot is yet.
They're going back up. Shit.
I think I only have 2 chaos orbs.
Yeah.
But
These right here.
I'm pretty certain I don't have all of those yet.
You'd know if you have it, because those are about, right now they're about 27 chaos-ish.
Later. You coming back?
Oh man.
I think I'm just going through this dungeon. I don't even think I'm in the right spot for my quest. I found a corrupted though. A corrupted dungeon. That's where I've gotten all my corrupted gems so far.
That's where they. That's the only place that they drop. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Minus making them, right?
correct.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for stating the obvious. That's where they drop.
It's all good.
That's funny. There were those moments you wanted to be like, fucking noob.
Oh man, if you once you get like really used to this game and you go into global chat, you're like, how the hell, what? Like, there's a lot of people who ask some very, I don't want to say stupid questions, but they're like, if you would just, did you not take the time to look it up prior to coming to this game? So really? But God bless them, man. I mean, it's like me. Like, you go into a new game, you don't want to have to read an hour and a half prior to playing. You just want to play it. But this game is like, that's why I love it, because it will punish you if you do not know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's why I was out, because I'm like, I read a little bit, and I was like, I don't know what to do, and then I started asking, I'm like, what do you think I should do? Like, they're like, just make a character and start playing. I'm like, okay, done. Fuck it.
And then you do that, you spend like 10 to 20 hours on a sole character, you get up to like level 85.
Yeah, see, that's what's annoying, because I didn't do something and then put all these skills in place, and then all of a sudden now my character's worthless at 80. That's what I was afraid of.
That's what happens most of the time. You get to a certain point, you just can't go anywhere beyond it. But that's kind of, on the other side, this game, that's what you're meant to do. You're supposed to level a character up to a certain level, and then it's intended for you to start a new tune and play it again, basically.
Yeah.
Because they do give you 25 open character slots, which is very generous. But then
It's kind of what I've been doing anyway, so I'm just having fun making new characters.
You realize that they have so many leagues and so many races, you use 25 character slots just like that, you're done.
Yeah. Dude, I hate the archer.
She's pretty meta right now, honestly. It depends on what you run.
Really? I couldn't figure it. Well, at least my low level archer. She's been, I don't know, I hate her.
She's actually one of the, I currently still have my level 93 ranger. She's the first character I actually got up to about 93.
What do you level? What gems do you level with? Because that was the problem I was having. I didn't know what the heck to level with.
This game, you kind of want to level, basically I can level all starting out characters with its ranged attack. You want bow, and it got 10 times better with the just this. First, you want to do, I'm going to link it to you, like the two items you want to use.
Because I was using a bow with, oh yeah, I don't have those obviously. But
those two, and then all you need basically, where is it? Split arrow, any sort of ranged attack arrow, but split arrow.
yeah, I was using split arrow, and then the other one, the rain arrow.
That one kind of sucks. You don't really want to use that one. This one, shrapnel shot, burning arrow.
Shrapnel shot. Yeah, I was using that one. I linked it with something that was burning everything alive. It was pretty awesome.
Those are a couple good ones. But then, because of this skill gem that came out, Pure Support, those just got 10 times better.
Oh, really? I wasn't using that too much. Maybe that's the problem. So I just don't know what to link with these things is the problem to make it good.
Those basically Quill Rain, Split Arrow, Pure Support. Boom. That I can do that. I can level any character with those three things about maybe 50. Then you realize basically like pre-item level 84, it's really not worth it to pick up anything to sell. if that makes sense.
Oh, really?
So all this stuff you're picking up, you're like, man, this looks good. I'm probably gonna sell later. Unique or something? Or well, mainly rares. If it's
That's kind of what I was doing. I was just picking up like anything and everything, and that's when I found that gym to like go back and forth to town. So I was just kind of selling everything, just to kind of stash up some cash, I guess.
do you know how to check item level?
No.
Hold Alt when you mouse over that, and it'll tell you the item level.
Is that what I want to know? Item level?
Yeah,
See,
item
that's the thing. I don't know what to look for in a lot of the stuff I'm picking up. So
item level, and beyond that, you can. I mean,
I've been looking really for socketing, I guess.
hmm,
Like what has decent sockets that link together, like linked sockets.
yeah, you don't want to really worry about that because the socket color can be changed at any point, if that makes sense.
The colors can, but not.
The links and the
Change
color.
the amount.
Up until about a 6 link, you get 5 and 6 links are kind of a pain in the ass to change the linkage, but you really wouldn't want to change the link of a 6 link or 5 link if you already have it. But the color, you can change the color relatively easy depending on what you want.
Chromatic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand.
Pre-5 links, you can actually use Verici's table, and you can use jeweler's orbs to change the color, which is 10 times cheaper than using the chrome orbs. It's a little trick that people don't know. But item level, that's what you want.
Item level, okay.
Because the reason.
Okay, so you say all over it. Item level 39.
Did you get the things I linked to you? I
Yes.
sent a whisper to you.
I see them. I was killing stuff, so I wasn't really paying attention.
It's all good. But yeah, if you got items, it should say right above the required level. It should say the item level.
Oh, okay, I see. Like you hold Alt and it comes up.
Correct. You want item level 84 or higher to sell just about anything, because when you start crafting, or if you craft certain, you can't craft certain. There's basically tiered. The modify is kind of difficult. The stats on an item are actually tiered. There's specific tiers you can only roll on a certain item with a certain item level. Item level 84 or higher is it can have any tier on it, any tiered modifier on it. So that Jasper right there, item level enough 39. So it's not really gonna. You can't really.
Low level.
So if you identify it, it's only gonna have certain tiered rolls on it. It can't get above a certain tier.
Oh, okay, I got you. So so the modifier is the blue text.
Correct.
Is so gotcha. That's based off of the modifier, like the level.
Correct. The item level.
Okay.
Because you can get high leveled items in low level areas. Like if my character just goes down to freaking Twilight Strand, I can farm Twilight Strand all day, but I'm only going to get item levels worth like that are item level 2 or 3, and I can't roll anything on it. This excludes unique items. Unique items can have any. Their modifiers are already preset, so their modifiers can be among that preset level that they already have. They can be anything on there.
Okay, so these levels I'm in right now are pretty much useless to pick shit up.
Correct.
Well, to pick shit up and keep it to try to sell it.
Correct.
On any type of market.
This is excluding jewels. Do you know? Have you found any jewels?
Yes, I found 2.
You want to pick up jewels because jewels they go around this item level restriction. They can have any modifier on them at any level. So item level 1, you can roll any modifier. That's kind of why they sell, in my opinion, they sell the quickest out of any item.
Gotcha. Oh, what the hell? I'm dying really fast. Ooh, I got a claw. Damn, 77 inch. Jesus. Dude, since you gave me this stuff, I've been getting like crazy better loot than I was before. The hell?
You're welcome.
Something with a bunch of modifiers on it for loot?
I don't know. Maybe Maybe that the tabula. Maybe it's like it's got hidden. I don't know. Increased item quantity or something. I don't know.
30% increased rarity of items found. Oh, yeah, that's why probably. Your helmet, that helmet you gave me.
Ah, there you go.
It's pretty wicked.
Increased item rarity and increased item quantity is it's kind of a beast in itself too. Rarity basically, fuck. Item quantity is better than item rarity, but you need a little bit of item rarity to basically get into a. I don't know how to explain it. Like, holy shit! I just got one shot in. You need is basically the item rarity on your character has to be at a minimum before you even hit the threshold to roll certain items, if that makes sense.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then item quantity
This is all stuff I was trying to look up, but I don't think anybody wants to tell you online how it works.
Not really, because
nobody.
Typing it out is such a pain in the ass. Like just talking.
I was looking at like videos, and they weren't telling us any of this shit. I was like, I don't know. I'm so confused.
Item quantity is the only thing that will influence the drop rate of currency items. So item rarity doesn't impact currency drop rates whatsoever. So that's why you want quantity over quality, basically.
Nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's one of these games. It's already midnight. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this game will take your life.
I love dungeon crawlers like the D2, D3s, but this one's it's even better now. Also, it's awesome. Dude, this is awesome. Thanks for all this freaking linking stuff. It's great. I don't know really what I linked together, but it's freaking amazing compared to what I had.
Yeah, once you realize, like, when you start the game compared to, like, if you get, I don't know, 100 plus hours in a game, you're like, man, what the fuck was I doing when I was first?
Why was I doing that?
Yeah, you don't realize how much easier and how much quicker this game becomes with the right stuff. How much time you are wasting just freaking. But that's what happens when help me kill. I hate fighting. I don't think I'm going to fare very well at the moment. Invite me.
Yeah, I thought it was all cool. My Sunder combo that I had.
You gotta do what works for you, man. Starting out, you gotta do what works. If it works, it works.
To be honest with you, everything that I tried, that was like the best.
And you stick to it. The cool thing about this game is you can use just about any skill gem. You can use any skill gem at any level, well, pre-required level, but any level. And
as long as you have the right modifier or whatever.
And it really won't hinder your end-all skill, basically, like what you're going to end up with.
I did notice that because I was playing around the other night, and I was like, what was it? Sword skill or something where I could like summon swords. It was pretty cool.
I honestly don't know any other game that you go as a caster or a mage or something, and you have to specifically use wands or some shit like that. I always hated that.
Yep. UO was the only game that you could do stuff like this cross-classing really well. I don't know if you've heard that.
Does that sound familiar? UO?
Super old game, yeah. Ultima Online.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I was playing Final Fantasy 11 at that time.
Yeah, my favorite. That was my first game I ever started on, my first MMO. And I was a caster and like weapon. I don't know how to say it really. They didn't really have a class as to call them. I was a caster and I'd always wear my robe. And I was a really high level caster and I was a really high level swordsman. And I'd wear a robe, but underneath the robe, which is a cool unique thing you could do in that game, is like you could wear armor underneath your robe,
Mm-hmm.
and like equip like I always had this poison katana my armor smith made all the time, and I would equip all that stuff under my
No.
robe, and people would just think, oh, it's just some noob sorcerer, because I was in death robes all the time.
Uh-huh.
You go into the bloom zone, you're like, where am I? How do I get out of here? And then you whip out all your crap, and they're like, oh no! That was my favorite part. And then you kill them and all their shit. Those are the arena. I'm in the arena.
Don't worry, PvP in this game sucks just like every other game. 'Cause you got twinks and stuff.
Yeah, when I heard you could twink characters, I was like, oh my god, yes.
It's cool in this game too. You can actually twink a character and keep it that level. Like you can level up super high, but then get all the way down to that level that you want to chill at.
Yeah, that's what we used to do in EverQuest. We'd get our little twinks and we'd keep them low level, and we'd get high level gear and just kill everybody all the time. Great.
Dunzo.
Were you doing maps? Is that what you were doing earlier?
Yeah. See how high I can take this build.
Tier.
What?
Which tier are you doing?
I just completed tier 10.
I wonder. Damn it.
I'm also streaming too, so.
You're a streamer too? What's your link you're streaming?
Freaking, if you look on the guild tab and you look at my character, it says it right above his name.
I don't look at a lot of stuff.
Oh, come on. There you go.
Oh, okay, I see it. Lurker ask. Gotcha. Too busy killing stuff with his awesome gear. Some dude let me have.
Yeah. That's a nice guy, whoever he was. And he's not really that nice of a guy. He's kind of an asshole.
Did I not spell it right? How many minutes you running behind?
What?
Does your stream run behind like a few minutes?
Maybe a couple seconds, but
Maybe 12 seconds.
I mean, I got my dashboard up. I see it just fine.
No, a couple seconds. Ah, turn the sound off. I don't think I'm supposed to be at this place yet. Oh well.
Like, I don't understand what that guy means. Disgusting for leveling? Is that a good disgusting or a bad disgusting? Oh, see? find some tier. Let's go get some high level maps.
I really like the skill. It's pretty cool. It's better than I thought it was gonna be. I just hope this thing can do high level build. Should I be taking these prophecies?
Since they changed that 3.0 change, yes, it's beneficial to do prophecies now since there's no difficulty requirement, if that makes sense. Pre 3.0, you were separating the 3 difficulties: normal, cruel, merciless. So if you got prophecy on normal, you wouldn't be able to use it on merciless or cruel.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been taking them and then I guess I've been completing them. I didn't even realize what I was doing.
There are some prophecies like, see if I can send you a message like this one, that if you get, you can either use it or you can sell it, and it's good money.
How do you? Maybe I've been doing it wrong.
What?
That's what she said. You've been doing it wrong. I haven't been getting anything for my prophecies, am I?
You just got to keep doing them over. Like a lot of prophecies don't give you items or stuff like that. They don't really. It's just.
Oh, because it says I'll complete them and then it doesn't do anything.
I mean, that's basically it. Like some of them, basically, you want to get like there's Tempest prophecies. If you get a Tempest prophecy, that kind of alters the loot that you can obtain or drop in that specific area.
Oh, okay. All right.
As well as the one I linked to you, the Jeweler's Touch. You will create a fully linked 5-stock item with single jewelers. Oh, okay.
Do your prophecies.
And then the cool thing is you can actually sell them too. You can seal and then sell them.
Reputation and favor. Triple reputation. Slay them. Okay. I didn't get anything good. Okay, so just random like quests you complete, and hopefully you can get something good out of it.
Pretty much.
Got it.
There's also prophecy chains that you complete to get now that you can do. You get counseled gear, specific gear for completing them.
Crap, I need more intelligence again.
I mean, when you're leveling up on your passive tree, if you come to any like specific nodes that give you plus 30 int, those are super beneficial when leveling.
I have 7 points I haven't even used, so I should probably put those somewhere. Let's see. Where's this guy at? Skill tree. Here we go.
Oh man, nobody's responded. I want some maps. I want some maps, guys.
Are you doing tier 10 again?
I'm trying to find people who have tier 10 maps.
I got a few, I think. Can give you. Maybe
Uh,
have a few million.
except for malformation map, any tier 10. I mean, I'll buy them from you if you want. That is, if you're selling them.
Yeah, yeah. Give me 2 minutes. I'm killing a boss.
Take your time, no rush.
I am just super confused. Why would this guy in this build that I linked to earlier? He took Slayer and he took Bane of Legends.
I don't know what that skill does off the top of my head.
It's two-handed damage skills. It goes with the two-handed damage tree, which doesn't make any sense if he's using claws, right?
Well, he might change it later, or it might be for something
His
specific.
in-game, I don't know. His in-game build shows claws.
Let me get
I don't
down.
know. This guy's build's annoying. I don't know how to read it.
Oh, Bane of Legends, it gives you basically, so what if if he ends up with claws, it gives you permanent Culling Strike. Culling Strike, you automatically kill a creature that has 10% health or less. Bane of Legends gives you a better Culling Strike. Kill enemies that have 20% or more life when hit by your skills. It doesn't matter what weapon you're using, that's just, you got it.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's what it is. You just wanted those skills.
And then you get
Happens to go through that tree.
Onslaught. Gain Onslaught for 20 seconds when you kill a rare unit. That's all.
Right. Which is good. That's attack speed, right? And
Onslaught is 20% attack, cast, and movement speed plus.
Yeah.
So, who wants the map?
Fist of Suns.
Sons.
Sweet. Do you need any specific currency, Main?
I don't know how much it's worth.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit. You give me everything. Yeah, let me give you something else. Or some more. If you don't mind, I'll give you some more monies.
How much it's worth? Give me 2 chaos, it's enough.
I can't split it, so.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah,
More map if you want.
give me.
Or 11 or 12.
No, wait, don't leave it. Don't leave it.
That fixed me.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, this claw sucks. Never mind.
All claws are kind of mediocre up until.
Later on.
Yeah.
This one's like 3182 physical damage. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for here. But it's compared to this mace, I don't know.
Sweet.
So fuck it.
Well, if you maybe want to use it, claws do they have inherent or implicit life gain or life leech on hit.
On hit? Oh, yeah, it does. It does have that over. Screw it. I'll put that on. I guess I can try it. I'll find more claws as I go through.
You will.
So, just switch it out later. Don't need that. Put this there.
Like that right there. If you see the guys, anyone have a good wander scepter for witch? That is such a vague question because it would ultimately depend on what you're building. We don't know what this person's building. So giving him a good wander scepter is kind of like, what? Because there are wands that give benefits to fizz damage. There's ones that give benefits to elemental damage. There's ones that don't do anything but kick ass if you're a specific build.
I'm so confused.
Are these cards?
I getting these like little gray things.
They're called the divination cards. You collect the amount that's on the card, and it'll give you what's on the card, basically.
Gotcha. All right.
There's some that aren't really worth it to pick up.
It didn't really say card, so I wasn't sure what it was. It's like, I don't know if this is a card thing. Let's see. How's this currency tab made up? Is the expensive stuff the second row all the way to the right?
There is, it's there, man. There's no like,
No rhyme or reason.
I mean, some items are kind of together, like alt orbs with, I don't know what that middle thing is. Alt orbs and transmutation orbs are kind of together. There's no real rhyme or reason.
Oh, okay. That's just from
It just is.
I need that apple so I can see how much everything's worth.
Nope, it doesn't. Does not support Flame Blast. baby. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. Praise God. How did, like, where did all these people come from? Like, this has never been this huge in people, this amount of people before. Boom, done.
The bit of the beast. The map. Okay.
So blasphemy, you can link it with a curse, right? Is that how it works to make it an aura to make it stay on?
Correct.
Okay. Punish it. Okay.
Do you need a blasphemy?
No, I found it here in Act 3. I just don't know what to link it with. I'm trying to figure out what's the
A
best.
popular one for you probably would be Warlord's Mark, because it gives you 2% life and mana leech.
Life and mana leech. I saw that. Okay. Damn, it's a red. I don't.
Yeah.
It's a red and a blue. Damn it. I guess I can use change the chromatic. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. Wait, how do you add a link? You can add a link, right?
You gotta use fusion orbs, but it's not a guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that they'll link. And if you want to make sure the quality of the item is as high as 220 as you can get it, because using jewel orbs and fusion orbs, it does impact it. Higher the quality, better the chance.
Whatever. It worked.
Sweet.
I'll take it. I linked the two sockets. I needed a red and blue. That's all I needed.
I think just once I get it, it's 100% chance.
Oops. I don't think that was the right skill gem to have on.
What are you talking about?
I have something that killed me like instantly. soon as I took damage, like it just kept damaging me and I died.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I mean, if something that you took damage, you kept taking damage, that sounds like you were being bled. You had the native detrimental element of being bleeding, basically, if you hit a monster that could do it.
Maybe I just got unlucky. It was just really weird. My health orb just kept going down. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Isn't there a skill that does damage to you when you do damage? Something? Or uses health?
Blood Rage, you lose about 4% of your maximum life and / or max energy shield as long as it's on. But it increases attack speed as well as allows you to leech life.
Yeah, I don't have that running.
That's about it, man. That does that.
Well, should try again. See what happens. Oh wow, that was cool.
Bye bye. Done.